Alrighty then. Love Them Knives channel, LTK, and you know what? I've been wanting to do this for a little while. I've had these two Kizer Kyre knives for at least several weeks, close to a month maybe. In any case, it's really hard to not have my hands on these knives. And you know what? Just looking at them online, they were interesting, but it wasn't like a lust thing for me. And then I got them in my hands. And I started out because about 3 weeks ago or so, I did a video on the Vanguard series Kizer Kyre because I got one of those Kizer Kyre knives, the black one. This is the green one. The black one, and there's a video on that. I got it for a really good price from somebody, and geez, I've got several contacts, so I can't remember exactly who it was, but I got it for a really good price, along with a couple of other Kizer knives, and I was just surprised how nice the Vanguard series was. I mean, the action's incredible. Great slicer. If you saw this buried into a lime out on my patio with a Corona next to it, it was on my Instagram. In any case, yikes. Really good slicer. You know, it's that TK knives from the Czech Republic. This is their design. Okay, so this is a Vanguard series. These are the Bladesmith series ones. Okay, so they come in the bigger, nicer box with the zipper pouch and the microfiber cloth and all that. So this is a regular silver one. This titanium. This is whatever you want to call it. I call it blue. Some people call it green. You could call it aqua. I don't know. But this is what I call the blue one. So this is the blue one. That's the silver one. And they're basically the same design as the Vanguard ones, which these are really good. So it's kind of redundant in a way, but I just wanted to let you know that, I mean, I really like these. It's strange. The action's really good on these. And of course, these are more the modern Kizer style with the lock bar inserts and the bearings on the pivot. I mean, there's no blade play or lock rock. Okay. They're perfectly centered. The action's just great on these knives. I mean, I do prefer the blue myself. So you got that anode. So you're kind of doing, we knives, will do a model and then they'll make it in blue and then green and then gold or just regular silver or a blackout or whatever. So, I mean, this is a little bit reminiscent of kind of what we does. So they made a silver one, they made a blue one. And then, of course, the Vanguard series has OD green or black. But these titanium frame lock ones, wow. They don't feel real heavy, and they're not a huge knife, okay? Let me show you. Like, yeah, maybe you could call it 3.5. You could call it 3.5. I mean, you get up here and maybe 3 3/8, but 3.5 overall. It's under 8 inches. 7 3/4 overall. So it's not a big knife. It's smaller than a normal, what I call normal EDC. Well, than my normal EDC, which is a Mannix. So this is 8 inches. This is smaller than 8 inches. Although the actual blade length is probably dead on with the Mannix, but the handle length is shorter. So are we using, yeah, we're getting all we can out of that handle, aren't we? Just, ooh, yes. Trying to, but I can't quite reach it, which is good. But it's nice that it uses as much of the handle length as possible. So you get a lot of blade in a knife that's not quite as long with scales. And the action's really good. Tick. But you know what? What I like about it is the flat grind here. It's a great slicer. Although you've got material up here for piercing as well. So, you know, you have a reasonably decent, stout piece of blade stock. You can do piercing, you can do slicing. And I tend to usually do more slicing than piercing, although both. So in that case, this is really handy, and it's not going to take up a lot of real estate in your pocket. Now, how much does it weigh? I don't know. We'll find out. And it's 4.3 ounces, which is, if we go into the mode here, 123 grams. 123, 4.3 ounces. Not bad. Just a little over 4 ounces. Really nice. I mean, you know, and of course the old school pivot was not my favorite. Now, the pinwheel type pivot, to some people that's, you know, seen its length, its run as well, but you know, it doesn't bother me. Some knives it works with, other knives it doesn't work as well with. So we'll see what Kizer does in the future in that regard. But right now, hey, it works. 1.131 of an inch, 3.35 millimeters. Let's see if we can get, well, let's use this one. So we kind of go across these ribs here. So 12 millimeters and 0.4. So 0.47, under a half an inch. It's fairly slender then, right here. Got a couple of standoffs here. Lanyard hole? Nope. No, we don't. Pocket clip does not take over the show at all, does it? Not at all. Although check out the two screws here. Stabilize it really well. Make sure it's not going to go anywhere. And if you notice, when you flip it over, there's your pocket clip area if you're a left-handed person. So, great slicer. Not a real big knife. Fairly light. Titanium frame lock flipper. 35% lockup on that. Jimping up here. Can't really go forward down here, but you got jimping up here. You got some jimping on top of the flipper tab, and of course you got a very ergonomic handle. I like what they did here. Feels good in the hand. Good EDC size, and I guess if you wanted to, you could open it with the slot in the blade here. Whether you could do it like this or not, I don't know. I've never tried this. Okay, yikes. I guess that's another way. So you can open it with the middle finger like that, flick it open, the thumb, flipper tab. So there's 3 different ways. Gravity flip. Oh my God, that's pretty tough. You don't have a lot of weight in the blade, so it's a little difficult to get the momentum to gravity flip it. And it's very snappy. Once you overcome the detent, you can fail it. I'm trying to fail it. Okay. But it almost opens all the way even when you try and fail it. See? I mean, it doesn't just kind of slide out like that, like a weak detent would be. That's real snappy. I mean, that's real snappy. Flipper tab doesn't get too dominant here. It's sizable, but it's not overwhelming. and it's very usable. It's also set back a little bit, so it's easy to get your finger out in front of it if you want. Push buttons real easy. Maybe the most desirable way to actuate this knife is push button, but you can light switch it as well. Oh, I don't know. The more time I spend with these Kyre knives, I really like them. And you know what? This is actually, I mean, if I have to admit anything, this will be what I carry. And I haven't peeled that off yet. It's starting to come. But yeah, I mean, I've actually cut stuff with that. It's weird, that sticker's still stuck. In any case, but yeah, actually, the other day I was doing errands around town. This is the one I threw in my pocket. Just saying. Because, you know, it's not going to mark up. You know, you could toss it around, not worry about it. Pretty rugged. So actually check the Vanguard one out. I mean, damn, that's really good. And it's sharp. And it's, well, hell. Come here. We got an old piece of paper around here. You know, I mean, really nice, you know, out of the box. Really sharp. I know I've done some slicing with them, and they're good. Really good. More with my Vanguard one than with these. But yeah. Just so easy to actuate. Man. The action on these are really, really good. So as we fade from the studio into nothingness on this video, I think we've talked it up. But you know what? I like it. You see your stop pin up here. I don't know what's not to like. You know, you obviously are aware of all this machining here that provides grip. And same with the Vanguard series. So there's traction there. You've got that. You've got this jimping going forward for blade control. The pass-through is easy to disengage here, the lock bar, because there is, you know, a difference there. So you can get your thumb through there. It's just really easy to have in the hand and handle. Pretty light, even though it's a full titanium frame. Good blade steel. And I don't know if we gave you everything on here. There's the moniker for TK knives. There they are again. Kizer. And I guess the model number and the blade steel's not as easy to see. This is the A2 model of the 4484. What do you think this one is? The A1 model. So there you go. Hey, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting my channel. Subscribe if you would like, if you're not already a subscriber. Keep up with what we're doing. Giveaways, table sales, and different things that we're doing. Because you know what we do here? On this channel, we love them knives. So stay sharp.